Two white magisters are discussing the fate of three magically bound captives. Captives clad in the dark shroud of the Black Ring. Noticing your arrival, the magisters step back and take hold of their weapons.
You? Ah, yes, I remember your face from Driftwood. The recruit. Shouldn't have come here, little novice.
Indeed. And your presence is most unwelcome.
Ah, of course. But I'm afraid that doesn't matter anymore.
We have to get moving, Reimond. Let's end this.
The two magisters whistle up their source hounds and advance upon you, deadly intent darkening their expressions.
Take them down.
You lot of out. You lot of out.
Spirit sways from foot to foot, as if dazed from a fistfight. He looks right through you, hollow eyes empty and endless, the fugilin color of the void. The tiniest glimmer of light flickers in them, then dies out. Gazing into his eyes, you see the tiny spark of source flicker again. Catching it like a pearl, you see a reflection on its surface. The spirit as a younger man. You see him joining the Black Ring, zealous and proud. You see his commander, a shadowy, horrifying figure that seems to flit in and out of existence. You see the recruit's determined eyes, heading for battle with the Magisters. You see him captured by Dallis, chained and leashed. You see him deep in a cave, using Source to break through a magical barrier, trying, failing, trying again, failing in exhaustion. The Source pearl you gaze into grows dark and disappears. You are left with the endless blackness, blacker than black, of the spirit's depthless eyes.
The Aeterin. The Aeterin! It spoke to me. Called me to it. But I can't sense it anymore. Where is it? Oh, where could it be?
The spirit gazes around, clearly looking for something, but does not register your presence at all. The spirit grins as he sees you, a grin that contains madness, or something as close to it as makes no difference.
So, are you a servant to the king, here to bring me back?
He laughs bitterly.
I've got time. I can wait.
Such slaughter. This is terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Let's see if they have anything of value.
The rat scurries nearer to the corpses and bares its fangs at you with a protective hiss. The spirit of an elven woman holds her palms upward. A hesitant, peacemaking gesture, she steps forward and suddenly jerks to a halt. One of her hands moves to her stomach. It comes away, coated in a silvery spectral blood. She looks right through you, to her murderer. Her expression drowns in confusion and shock. Her knees buckle. She drops to the floor, soundlessly. The spirit of a man cowers on the floor of the cell, his head tucked down. An unseen hand yanks his head up by the hair. His wide, panicked eyes find his tormentor. His lips part to plead. But before he can, a slash opens across his throat. Ghostly silver sprays forth. His eyes bulge. He clutches his hands around his neck and pitches forward to the ground, twitching. Her hands clasped together, the spirit of a woman mumbles silent prayers to herself. Unseen hands force her to her knees. Her lips move more rapidly. There's a faint sound next to you, like an echo, the metallic rasp of a sword being unsheathed. Your hand passes through the spirit, but with a little resistance. For a moment, you connect with her. The woman's spirit seems to sense it also. She looks up, oddly serene, and locks eyes with you. Her lips part to say something.
Am I dead? Are you a god?
An echoing swish heralds a blur of silver passing through the spirit's neck, back to front. Her head topples forward, followed by the rest of her a brief moment later. The spirit of a dwarf raises his fists against an unseen foe. He silently curses at them and throws a punch. The spirit strikes out at thin air near the cell door. The spirit pivots, sensing another assailant. He draws a fist back again, and suddenly freezes, his back arching in silent agony. He sinks to his knees, otherworldly silver blood blossoming from a wound between his shoulder blades.